Hey, what's going on? Facebook, YouTube, IG. How y'all doing? This your brother Fard MacD, New Millennium Bankers, and man, we're streaming on all those platforms I just named: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So, man, we got a powerful topic that we want to talk to you about today. Right? This topic here comes from just man, it's just been something that been burning in my desire to, you know, burning in my desire to just show that a lot of just clear up a lot of misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? Just clear up a lot of misunderstanding because we have this cliche. This goes around, and people just say, "I don't do get rich quick schemes, and I don't do this. I don't get into that. What is that? A get rich quick scheme?" And we had this right. I had did a reel about it, but the reel ain't do it justice. So we're gonna do it justice today. We're gonna go do it justice today. So if you're watching on Instagram, please tap in or come on over here to Facebook or come on over here to YouTube because we're gonna do some screen sharing. All right, but family, we're gonna get into this today. Why? Because we have been poisoned so bad by the American education system that now these things become a cliche and people say this. And we hear this on a regular basis with no facts, no knowing about nothing. This is what people say. We show you a way to get money and get rich. Not even get rich, just to make more money without having to go work a traditional job or sell a product. And the first thing the average American say is that a get rich quick scheme. That's like a pyramid scheme. What is it, a get rich quick scheme? So we want to go take a look at this, right? First, let's start off with the definition of quick. What is quick, right? Because we're gonna deal with this, right? Because if I've been here for 40 years and I ain't rich, and if I get rich this year, that ain't quick. I've been here for 40 years. That ain't quick. If you've been here for 30 years, you ain't rich, and you get rich next month. That ain't quick. You've been living for 30 years and you ain't rich, right? So these are the things that we have to look at. So what does it really mean? What is rich? What does quick mean? And we're gonna go back to scheme. Because we say scheme, we associate scheme with scam. We associate now who tricked us to do that? But we don't like to read, we don't like to study words. So this is what happens. We run and we get duped down and we get tricked. So we get to thinking something is something and it really is not, because we never took the time out to actually look up the word scheme. Look up the word. We're gonna go to that in a minute, but let's look up fast right now, right? Let's look up fast. I mean quick. First definition of quick: moving fast or doing something in a short time. I just proved that this. If I get rich in the next 6 months, if I get rich in the next year, that ain't quick. Why? Because I'm 40 years old. I've been here for 40 years. So if it took me that long to figure it out, that ain't quick. It might have seemed like it. The money came fast, but it wasn't really quick. But that's what it means. Moving fast or doing something in a short time. Then the second definition of a person: prompt to understand, think, or learn, intelligent. See, that's deep. Look, that just hit me. Now, this is open to unlock Adam right now today. Well, look, that just hit me. Now, look at the second definition of a person in parentheses: prompt to understand, think, learn, or learn, intelligent. So when people say you're a quick thinker, you're a quick learner, right? So if we show you an opportunity and you get rich quick from it, that means you're just intelligent. That means you just understand faster than the next person like that. That's why we have people coming in it that understand the money game, that understand how to do networking, that understand how to put money to work. They come in and then within 6 months, they making $20, $30, $40, $50 a month. Why? Because they're intelligent. They was intelligent. See, they was already intelligent. We didn't really have to give them a financial literacy education. We ain't really had to trick them on that. We ain't really had to not trick them, but coach them through everything. They just had to see how to do it and just boom, take off. Because why? They was quick thinkers, quick learners. They understand quick. They know how to grab concepts quick. So this is powerful, man. This is powerful. All right, that's the second definition. Then the adverb is at a fast rate quickly, right? It's at a fast rate quickly. Now let's look at some related similar words. Fast, swift, rapid, speedy, high speed, brisk, expeditious, intelligent, bright, clever, gifted, able, brilliant. These are words that, so these first words, they are similar with the word quick, but in the fast way of quick, when you saying quick. With the first definition, moving fast or doing something in a short time. Fast, swift, rapid, speedy, high speed, brisk, lively, spitefully, nipple, prompt, lightning, overnight, whirlwind, fast track, breakneck, smart. Then you got the opposite. What's the opposite of quick? Slow. It ain't but one. Hey, look, it's only one related word to quick, and it's slow. The opposite of it, slow, right? Then you got other person. Prompt. You ain't see the live stream, I guess not. Hold on. It just not, well, what's the name now? I had to call him back though. That's an important call. All right, look at this. At a fast rate, of a person, prompt to understand, think, or learn, intelligent. Look at the sentence that they use. It was quick of him to spot the mistake. See, he learned quick. See, so a person that comes and get rich quick with what we're doing. Hold on, family. A person to learn quick from what we're doing. All right, from what we're doing is just a smart, intelligent person. A person that don't, they not so intelligent, especially when it comes to finance. That's why we say, see, y'all think we just be beating up on folks and just talking down on folks. We say, look, if we show you a way to get paid every 7 days for a certain amount of time, X amount of percentage, if we show you this, legal, ethical, and moral, if we show you this, and you don't ask questions on how it works like this here, and not just asking questions of concern or asking questions of concern, not just asking any type of questions of concern so you can get it and then come back and do it after we answer your question. That meaning your financial literacy that you are functioning on is very low, if you have any at all. Why? Because see, but a quick person that think quick, that learn quick, they're gonna see it, they're gonna ask the necessary concern questions, and they're gonna move in and they're gonna blow up. That's why we have people like who join our network. Ooh, Brother Ben, bam, he intelligent. We already know my brother, he intelligent. So once he seen what the passive income was weekly, he took off right quick. Then he went and sponsored another intelligent man by the name of David Jennings. These are smart people. You know what I'm saying? So look how they doing with the business, because they are smart, they're quick. Being almost 30 years old. So you can't say he got rich quick. David Jennings, he might be in his 50s, late 40s. So you can't say he got rich quick from this. He been here for years, for decades. This is what we need to understand. So where did that terminology come from? So let's go with these words. Intelligent, bright, clever, gifted, able, brilliant, quick-witted, swift, sharp-witted, ready, quick off the mark, observant, alert, sharp, wide awake, brainy, smart, on the ball, on one's toes, quick on the uptake, genius. Do y'all see this? Genius. So let's go to listen. So I want to be a quick person. So you want to get rich quick or you want to get rich slow? You want to learn how to get rich. That's all it is. When you're saying, what is a get rich quick scheme? Well, you're going to learn. See, it ain't scam. See, scam and scheme is not, what they not synonyms. They not antonyms. All right. So let's go to scheme. Let's go to scheme. Now look at this. Now look at the first definition of scheme. A large scale, systematic plan. This is scheme. This is scheme. Everybody got these terminologies on our lips, and we don't understand what the real word really means because we ain't looked it up. Look at this, and they change definitions all the time. So look at this. What's the word scheme? What does that definition mean? We just went over quick. So do you want to, so we're going to use quick as, do you want to learn fast? Can you understand fast on how money works so you can get rich within the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? If you get rich in 5 years, that ain't fast. That might seem fast to some, but it ain't fast, right? So check it out. A large-scale, systematic plan or arrangement for attaining a particular object, putting a particular idea into effect. That's scheme. That's the first definition. So then they got similar words. Look at what it says. Plan, project, plan of action, program, strategy, game plan, enterprise, venture, measure, move, course of action, system, procedure, design, formula, recipe, device, tactic, proposal, suggestion, idea, blueprint. Oh my goodness. This is scheme. This is scheme. Right? Wow. Then you had a second definition, a public housing complex. Then let's go to other definitions because they done made some bad definitions of it. All right. What is a scheme in slang? What is an example of a scheme? So let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Webster and see what Webster say. Okay. Now he say a plan or program of action, especially a crafty or secret one. That don't mean it's wrong because it's crafty or secret. A systematic or organized configuration, design, a consist statement or table, a graphic sketch outline, a mathematical diagram. These are what these words mean, but we don't take the time out to look at them. Then they got nouns in them. Then now you come choose the right synonym for scheme. Plan, design, plot, scheme, project. Mean a method devised for making or doing something or achieving an end. So if you ain't got a scheme, we can start changing the language because we don't get it. So you ain't with a get rich quick plan. You ain't with a get rich quick system. When you tell us you don't want to get rich quick. I don't do get rich quick schemes. Man, you sound crazy. What other way? You've been here 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years. If you get quick rich next year, that ain't quick. Wasn't nothing quick about it. Because you've been here that long. You weren't born with the money. So you ain't come here with it. You weren't born with the wealth. Like these are things that, and then we mask it with pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme. And some of them ain't even quick. It might be a scam. See, it should say pyramid scam. Because we can break down the word pyramid and show you that every business model on the planet has a pyramid structure to it. Your job, every job on the planet, is a pyramid structure to it. Every organization, pyramid structure, military system, pyramid structure. All institutions have a structure. That's a pyramid. But they put scheme here to confuse the two, because some of y'all think a pyramid scheme is the same as a Ponzi scheme. It is not. It is not. You feel me? So we wanted to break up these words, family. We wanted to get on here and show you, because what we have to learn and what we have to get an understanding is that it's only two options you got. You can get rich quick, or you can do that 40-40-40 plan. What's that 40-40-40 plan, brother? That 40-40-40 plan is that you work for 40 hours a week minimum for 40 years of your life to try to retire and try to live off of 40% of your income that wasn't enough in the first place. That's a dead man scheme right there. There ain't nothing quick. That's a slow scheme. That's a stay broke slow, stay in poverty loan, right? And stay poor and be poor. Now, so who want to do that? And that, now listen, now the reason I had this stream today, the reason I did this stream today, right, family, because let me tell y'all this story. So the other day, some of y'all seen and followed me. Y'all seen I made a stream, right? I made a stream reel, and I talked about this same subject in like a minute and 30 seconds. Now, I was a dude, I don't even know who this dude is. We're not friends on Facebook, but somehow he found the video and he decided to comment on the video. You feel what I'm saying? He decided to comment on the video. And in his comment, he said, man, I just listened at you. Now the videos, let me just listen at what he say. The video was a minute and 30 seconds because a reel can't be longer than that. So he say that he listened to me talk about staying rich, staying broke, slow, or whatever for 5 minutes. So that's a flag right there, because the video wasn't even 2 minutes. So that was the first red flag. Then he say, what you selling? Second red flag, I'm not selling anything. Like a lot of people tell me that I have people right here in Tampa. They tell me all the time, hey, you a good salesman. Because in this city, I'm the best proficient distributor of the Final Call newspaper in the surrounding areas of Tampa. That means St. Pete, Orlando, Winter Haven, all of those areas. I'm the best, right? That's not a boast. That's just an actual fact with the Final Call. Now I know, that's just the truth. You take it how you want to take it. It's the truth. All right. And then we have people in this region in Florida that will bear witness to that, right? So he say this, but people say this about me, but I'm like, I don't correct them. I don't say, well, no, I'm not really a good salesman, because to be a good salesman and to be a business owner, brand owner, somebody that has a network, has a system, is different. It's different. I don't have to sell one product and I'm still gonna make money. But if I'm just a salesman, like you have to get the no. You can say I got a good gap of communication, so I know how to get an ideal over to somebody. I know how to loosen somebody's burden so they'll listen to me. I don't have any fear, and I got confidence. So these are two ingredients that you have to be a salesman. To be an entrepreneur, you need these ingredients. You got to be confident, and you got to have good communication skills. You can't be afraid. You just can't, right? So I have that. They don't understand that. Listen, no, I'm not a salesman, right? I go some months and I don't sell too many products that we have in GS Partners, but we have a network. There's a difference when you have a network. You feel me? That's the difference. It's not the same. It could be. It's similar though. It is similar, but it's not the same to hold a network intact, to lead a network, right? To head up a network is not the same as me just going out here and I'm just selling a product. It's not the same. You follow what I'm saying? So these are the differences. And the ones who had a network make more money, make it faster, more sustainable. Why? Well, because If I'm just a good salesman, then the income I make is still dependent on me going to meet new people, hand-to-hand transactions, rather than incorporate other people into a network and show them how to get paid, show them how to. We can't even sell this though. Like we really ain't. I cannot sell you income. How now? Let somebody type in the comments says, how can I sell you income? How can I sell you some income? That's just like when we was pushing gold. How can I sell you gold? And gold is money. How can I tell you selling gold? Nah, I never was selling gold. You can't sell money. How you gonna sell money? So like right now, we can't sell percentages or payback rewards on your money. We just got to show it to you. You got to be game enough. You got to be quick. See, to understand, right? To understand. So these are the things that we have to understand. You follow what we're saying? These are the things that we have to understand, because it's not that. So let me get back to the story. So the man commented on there, and then when he said that what you selling, I didn't comment. I just showed him a video of what we do on how I grow my money. I just showed him a video. He said, I look at the video. He said, yeah, that's right. That is a get rich quick scheme or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Boy, he said something like that, right? So I didn't even go back and forth with him. I deleted his comment. I didn't even block him. I just politely deleted his comment, because on the video he commented on, the video is actually talking about him. But he exposed himself. Let me say this, man. We have a brother by the name of Jabril Muhammad, right? He one of the scientists in the Nation of Islam, along with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. These are like two scientists, like literally. I'm not just talking. He said that in his storytelling, he said that back in the days when Malcolm X was on the scene, he said something out of pocket, and Malcolm checked him or whatever like that, and he was dead wrong. And then he said he heard a captain say later, hey, look, it's best to be perceived a fool than to open your mouth and make, then you just kill all assumption that you're a fool. Let me say that again. I know some of y'all ain't get that. It's better to be, I would rather be perceived a fool or dummy. Keep your mouth closed. They can say, you don't know that. I just keep my mouth closed. You feel what I'm saying? But if I open my mouth with some foolishness, then I just block out all assumption. I make it plain. I make it known. Oh, yeah, he is a fool. He is dumb. You feel what I'm saying? That's very powerful right there, right? So let me bring this back, because family. So now let's talk to the Muslims. Let's talk to the Muslims. All right. Let's talk to the Muslims right quick, because I wanted to get to us about this topic here. I have never heard the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan say, hey, Muslims, we don't do get rich quick schemes. We don't do scams. We don't do nothing that involves us stealing from people. We don't do nothing that involves us making money with illegal gang. And that can mean a whole lot of stuff. Meaning, like, by me being a Muslim, I'm just give y'all examples for those that don't know. By me being in the Nation of Islam, I would be breaking our laws in the Nation of Islam society. If I opened up a convenience store and I sold tobacco out of it, I sold alcohol out of the store, if I sold pork. So these are, let me just give y'all an example. If go get a convenience store, go get a gas station, and as long as I'm an active registered member in the Nation of Islam, I cannot sell alcohol out of that store. I cannot sell tobacco out of that store. I cannot sell pork out of that store. And I cannot sell gambling products out of that store. You hear me? Now I can sell gas. I can sell candy. I can sell all of that stuff. As long as we ain't got we just know pork byproducts in there. No pork byproducts, nothing like that. This is just real talk. All right. So we can do things to get rich, but we got to always keep our laws and our principles in the forefront of what we're doing. So I can't run a scam. You feel me? I can't be in a knowing scam and run it. Because that'll be going against what I'm bowing down to my God about. Me trying to be a righteous Muslim. Me trying to be righteous. That conflict with that. I can't do that. You feel what we're saying? So anything unmoral, thank you, Silas D. That's what we can do. But anything that's legal, moral, ethical, and it ain't violating none of that, or we can run the play. And if I make $1 million in a year, you can't say, well, that's quick. So we say, right? I made it fast. I made it in 12 months. That's literally like what a little less than 100,000 a month. Oh, I can do that. You feel me? Oh yeah, because this is something that we have to get an understanding about, because we at war with the same enemy that print the dollars. So we're not really fixed on getting rich. There's no way we can really dethrone him unless we sitting around waiting on the spook God. Right? If we sitting around waiting on the spook God, then just wait on, keep working, keep paying taxes, right? Keep going to the mosque, paying your charity. And then, that's be your life. You feel me? What have you contributed? Now, when we need the community, I'm talking to the whole broader community now. What do we need? Family, we don't have no banks. We're not in control of our economy. We ain't got no grocery stores. We don't have no school. We got a few, but they not everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They not everywhere though. Y'all follow what we saying? They not. So we got a school in Atlanta, but it ain't a school in Birmingham. It ain't a school in Augusta. It ain't a school in Macon. It ain't a school in Savannah, Georgia. It ain't a school in Mobile. None of the surrounding areas is no school. That means we ain't got it. Because only in that area can they tap into that, right? But we don't have no financial institution that's ran by blacks. This is real talk. Now, I had this thought because my brother just showed a video of Umar Johnson, and he was breaking that down. I was like, man, he teaching hard because we don't. You feel what I'm saying? But as long as we put the job above what's better for the whole, because me having a job just benefit me and my family. And I go to the nation and I pay my monthly charity, right? My obligatory charity. I put some on the savings they give. I'll pay my charity. All right. Now, the minister has said many, many times that the nation can't get rich like that. I can play y'all a clip. You don't believe me, right? Matter of fact, let's bring Minister Farrakhan to the witness stand and let's let him break down getting rich and talking about these pyramid schemes and what is a pyramid. Let him talk about it. That's me. Because this is the man that asked for 100 millionaires. I ain't asked for 100 millionaires. I don't even have that many people that follow me like that. Right? He asked for 100 millionaires in Chicago alone. He said, I want to see at least 100 millionaires in Chicago with me. Not just I want 100 millionaires in the nation. He just wanted 100 in Chicago. We want to put it in his right, proper context. He wanted at least 100 up there with him in Chicago. But that's not what he want for. He want everybody in the nation to be rich, but he want at least 100 in Chicago. That's what he asked for. And he says all type of investment opportunities, get rich opportunities. Check them out.
Satisfied until we have the college level on the University of Islam. And if you help me by doing what you can in the economic field, Muslims, you shouldn't be around here looking to white people to give you a job. Go look in message to the black man and the economic blueprint And if there are 4 of you, 6 of you, 8 of you together, pool your resources, go into business and set up business all over the south and west side of Chicago. I would like to see at least 100 millionaires among the Muslims in Chicago. If you're rich, I'm rich. And I can always come and tell you about the needs of a nation. But if you poor and we poor, hell man, we can't be around here poor. I want to see rich Muslims. And if you obey Allah, there's no reason why you can't make a business successful. You just have to get up and stop being lazy and trifling and go do something for yourself. So we're going to put together a trade delegation of Muslims and, well, everybody's a Muslim. But there are those who have not confessed Islam, but they are brilliant in business. We made promises to governments, and we're going to fulfill our promise. There's all kinds of investment opportunities. Diamonds, gold, uranium, oil. I mean, you name it, Africa is open. And the Europeans are coming in with money and they're taking Africa. Well, why can't we go? They're ready to sell gold mines to us. They're ready for us to develop gold. Well, where's Michael Jackson? Where's Shaq O'Neal? Where? We need to pull our moneyed people together and let's do some business now, because we can't build a nation on the charity of the believer. We can only build a nation on a strong economic foundation that's built on business, agriculture, agribusiness. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's just one of the clips that he said. Now listen, and it's another clip that he said that, because I know a lot of us think about, well, we need a grocery store. We need a bakery. We need a restaurant. We think about that, right? We do need that. But that's not the first thing we need. We need a bank. We need our own money. We need our own currency. We need to be in control of loans and how to develop and invest into communities. Our communities, that's what we need. We need a grocery store. That's second. Our third or fourth, right? But we need a bank to fund these institutions. We need schools, independent schools. We need what? Hospitals, clinics, independence. This is the stuff we need, right? Those are the three main factors first, but we need the bank to be able to finance all this stuff here. You don't believe me? Well, let's bring the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan back to the witness stand. This from 1990, I think 91. 90 or 91, and this lecture is titled, "The Black Man Must Do for Self or Suffer the Consequences." And I want you to hear closely, listen and take notes closely, so when you hear me talking about money, I'm one of the ones that come to help the minister on what he asked for the help for, right? That's what I'm one of those ones, right? I'm one of the ones that want to help him economically. I want us to be free, because we can't have no type of freedom without money. Not in this world, not in America. It's a tax for everything. Here, you can't drive down the street. It's a tax for everything. Gas high. You got to have insurance on your car. Your tag got to be up to date. You got to have good tires. You got to have a good motor. You got to have a good car. You got to have a good everything to do anything in America. You got tolls. I'm down here in Tampa. There's tolls everywhere through Tampa. And I drive them because I'm trying to function my mind and do like the rich and the wealthy. If it can get me to point A quicker to pay $4, $3 or something, let it run the play. Run it. Because why? My time is my most valuable asset. Time is my most valuable asset. But let's let the minister see that what he said, that the Most Honorable Muhammad said that he was going to do with the first $1 million that will go into a pool, and what they're going to do with this money. This is his chief student. This is what he said. So let's listen to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Check him out.
That we must now do something for ourselves or suffer the consequences. If we cannot depend on the government to look after us, then who can we depend on? Many of us are being lulled to sleep by the so-called atmosphere of peace and tranquility produced by the breakup of the Soviet Union and by the nations appearing to unite with America. And Mr. Bush seems to be riding the crest of a mighty wave that has put him on top of the nations of the earth. And he seems to be saying, like Babylon, I sit as a queen and I shall see no sorrow. But in the night, a hand started writing on the wall. Your kingdom has been weighed in the balance and found wanting. You cannot depend on President Bush or no president, whether it is Bush or Wilder or Jackson or Johnson. Nobody who sits in the White House will be able to deliver for black people. There's something you have to know about this in order that you may not depend on government to do for you what you and I have got to get up now and do for ourselves. Listen to me carefully. Just a casual look in the newspapers will tell you that all the economies of the Western world are in a decline. That's right. That's right. Great Britain, decline. That's right. France, decline. Belgium, decline. Spain, Portugal, Italy, decline. West Germany was a thriving economy, but they had to spend tremendous amounts of money in the reunification. So their economy is not as strong. So the European nations, in their weakness, decided, let's unite. That's right. And in 1992, the common market of Europe will kick in, making Europe possibly the biggest market for goods in the world. America, as the leader of the Western world, is in a dying economic situation. The dollar appears strong, but is backed by no sound value. Are you listening to me, brothers and sisters? Banks closing. That's right. President Bush spending more time on foreign policy while the domestic scene begins to unravel. That's right. America is a strong country, all right, but not as strong. And the future looks dim, according to analysts. 10 years ago, among the 6 major banks in the world, 1 or 2 were American banks. Now, in the top 20, you may find 1 American bank. The capital of finance you would think is Wall Street. But the #1 economy in the world is Japan. And she has been number. We have got to develop an economic program to save our people. This economic program must not be tied to a people's belief. We can't ask black people, are you Muslim or Christian or Baptist or Methodist or Episcopalian or Church of God in Christ? Are you a Democrat or Republican? You're black and you're catching hell, and we are a family, so we've got to make a program for all or for none at all. Now, you know, President Johnson promised us he would make a war on poverty, and then sent money to fight the war in Vietnam. And here we are today, poor, ragged, hungry, naked, out of doors, and we are becoming more and more savage every day in our evil mistreatment of one another. It's hard today to say to black people that white people are evil when it's your black brother coming in. Set aside $10. 10 million people with $10 in 1 month, that's 100 million. In 1 year, that's 1,200,000,000 in our bank. Now look at this, brothers. Three years from now, if that just stayed at that rate, it'd be nearly $4 billion plus the interest on it. We would have to find a safe instrument to put it in till we're ready to use it, because the banks are not too safe. And we sure can't put it in a savings account that only insures $100,000. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, with the first $1 million, we would set up our own National Reserve Bank. I will be sitting down this week with some bankers because I want to understand how to set up a national banking system. You're not getting nothing from white folks in their banks, and hardly getting anything from black banks. You put your money in, you get 5%, 5 1/4, 5 1/8. Your money is loaned out at 12%, 14%. You go to get a car loan, they may not give you the loan unless you got something in your bank equal to what you're asking them to loan you. You are so disunited, somebody can sell you life insurance. You paying for insurance for your life. And all these nickels, dimes, and dollars that they're collecting on life insurance in every major city of America, it's the insurance companies that are building all these fine office buildings, ain't got nobody in them. Well, if everybody's buying up America, the Japanese buying it, the Dutch buying it, the British buying it, the Koreans buying it, Why don't we own a piece of the rock? Well, what would we buy? I know you would want me to buy a barbecue stand. I'm only teasing. You might want me to buy something frivolous, a hotel, a motel. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the thing that all economics is built on is land. We have got to own some of this earth that we can call our own. I'm going to give you a picture and then we'll leave. Joseph in the Bible was sold into bondage. And he became a master in the land where he was sold as a slave because he interpreted Pharaoh's dream. And he was given the key to what? The grain house.
So family, hey, listen. I know you ain't listening to me because some of y'all don't like me anyway. So you ain't listening to me. Well, you're going to listen to my teacher. You know what I'm saying? My spiritual father, the man that saved me out of a street mentality, out of a crime-infested, crook, thug lifestyle. That man you just heard, he saved me. So it's my duty and my obligation. I'm obligated to share his words with you. I'm obligated to tell you that the reason I'm where I'm at today, and it's not my form of success, don't mean just money. That's a part of it, though. You can't say you're successful and you have no money. You're successful at doing what, right? When we need money to breathe, we need money to think. So you can't say you that and you don't have any now, right? But that's not my objective. It's not the money. It's the things that's in my mind that come out of the mind of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that I want to help him with. You feel me? That I want to help him with. So I'm just trying to find a way to get the money. You feel me? Because the blueprint and the structure and the way how and the what to do with the money, he has already given it to us. Decades of it. There's no, that we just need the money. And we need what? Unity. We need unity. Really, we need unity first. If we can get the unity first, then we get the money like that almost overnight. You talking about getting rich quick? If we was unified, oh man, everybody be rich. All of us can get rich. And I know some of y'all say, that, well, money ain't gonna solve this, money ain't everything. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. How many Zionist Jews you ever seen working at McDonald's? How many Zionist Jews you ever seen that don't own their own business? Have you ever even seen them? How many? How many of them living in poverty? It ain't about everybody being rich. It's about our people not being in poverty. See, some of y'all never traveled the world, so you don't know that in countries like, there's no poor person in Dubai. Dubai don't have a poor resident, right? The capital of the UAE, they don't have a poor resident. Nobody's living in poverty over there, right? It's degrees to the wealth and the money over there, but nobody's living, no homeless person over there. Ain't no hoods, no ghettos, not in Dubai, right? Not over there. But that whole area, however many people there, there's not one person in poverty. Now, I was blessed to go where? To go to Seychelles, Africa. It's an African island on the east coast of Africa in the Indian Ocean, right? Called Seychelles, or Seychelles, however we want to say it, right? On my way to Seychelles, we had a layover in Doha, Qatar, which Doha, Qatar is the capital of Qatar. Not a wealthy, not a poor person in sight. No poverty there. No hoods, no litter, no ghettos, nothing. We went on a 3-hour bus tour. I can call the names. All of us was on the tour. Me, my wife, David Jennings, Gregory McKay, his wife, Crypto Steve, his wife, Dominique Curry, his wife, and who else? That ain't about it. All right. And you had some other folks that weren't a part of our crew that was there. And we went on a 3-hour bus tour. I did not see one piece of paper on the ground. I did not see nobody walking up begging you anything. Nobody running around stealing. They had a marketplace. Because over there in the Islamic world, and Qatar is an Islamic nation. It's an Islamic country. They live by some of the principles of Islam. All right. So they got a marketplace. So we was there Thursday night. We didn't get to see Seychelles or Seychelles to that Friday morning. We was in Qatar that Thursday night. All right. But they Thursday nights is like our Friday nights over here in the West. Let me say that. They Thursday nights is like our Friday nights over here in the West. So we go to their marketplace, get out of the van, get out of the bus, and we go through their marketplace. I got videos I can show you. I got video, we took pictures in their marketplace. And they just product everywhere. They was some like storefronts, but they ain't have no door, nothing on them. Some of them like that, but most of the stuff, it was just out. Everybody having a good time. You hear nobody arguing, nobody cussing. They don't even sweetheart. They don't even let couples like you can't just walk through there with your wife on your arm or holding hands. They don't even do all of that over there. They don't even give off that image like that. Yeah, you see a man, and he might have had 4 or 5 wives. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I did see a young Muslim over there. He was with 4 wives. I was like, yeah, he was doing it. He was doing it, right? But listen, this is what's happening. But some of the merchants wasn't there. So what you think they do when they close down their shop? They just put a top over their product. Oh man, y'all ain't hearing us, man. See, we can't even visualize this in the West because we've been westernized, Caucasianized, right? We've been poisoned. So we can't even fathom that. 0 crime rate. They say Doha, Qatar was the second less dangerous country in that area behind Dubai. So Dubai number 1, Doha and Qatar number 2. It was so nice over there, family. I literally told my wife, I said, man, I could stay over here. And it ain't too far from Dubai anyway, right? I can stay over here. Like, just peaceful. They had a mosque on almost every corner. Meaning when you want to pray, hey, it's prayer time, go pray. Muslims like to pray. You feel me? They go pray anywhere. But it was just so peaceful. But we can't fathom that over here, though. But wasn't no poverty, people. It's tax-free nation. What you mean? It's tax-free. Whatever you buy over there, ain't no tax on it. The bank give you a loan over there, they ain't taxing you. They ain't putting no interest on it. Oh, you get 100,000 from them, you just get them 100,000 back. Now it's something that they do if you default on your loan or something like that. But if I go over there and they approve me for a loan, that bank, 100,000, 1 million, all I got to do is get them the 1 million back. No interest, 0 interest, no taxes. And we over here, we got fees and interest on anything we buy. That keeps us in poverty. Y'all don't understand that, though. That keeps us in poverty. And they do it primarily through the education system. Because they don't teach us about money. If I'm going to school to get an education, to get a piece of paper that say I got an education, because if you really getting educated through high school and through college, you're not coming out looking for a job. That proves that you don't have no education. Because if you would go get it and come out and say, I'm going to get a job. You will start your own lawyer. You was a lawyer, you start your own firm. You're a doctor, you start your own hospital, your own clinic. You'll start that, right? You learn business management, you come out and get a business. Whatever bachelor degree you get, proof of it is that you start your own thing if you really got the education. But it's three things that the education system, this Eurocentric curriculum, will never teach us. And that is what? The science of business, the science of warfare, and the science of mating. Mating. So these are the three signs that they don't ever want us to get. But since the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is on the scene, since the Nation of Islam is here, we have those signs. It's just, do you want them? And are you willing to apply them? So you got to apply. Like I got children right here. Hey, my children, my son, he ain't finna marry no anybody. My daughters, they can't marry no anybody. Got to understand the signs of mating to make that relevant. Let me say that again, because I know some of y'all don't agree with that. My son ain't not finna go and marry no any woman. We're building tremendous wealth. We're establishing institutions and all type of stuff for the children now. And you think he can go and just go marry anybody and bring them into the family like that? Oh, no. No, he can't. No, he can't. You feel me? My daughter, you think they can just go out here and just marry a bum? Think they going to marry a man? They come from a rich family, right? And you think they're going to go out here and go marry a man that work at Walmart, McDonald's, wherever he treat him, he treat her right now? No. That ain't the signs of mating. You got to understand what that means. That ain't mate. Just let them go out here and just because they want to, hey, just go out here and just whoever you like, just bring them back home. That ain't how that work, family. We got to hold the standard of God. We got to hold this standard. It's a standard of God to do everything. But we got to be willing to go through the sacrifice to do it. And not make excuses on why we won't do it, because we are setting up a new world. So it's going to be new stuff come that's ain't going to look like nothing like the old as we go. We just got to be open-minded and don't have that mindset, that poverty mindset, or that mindset of the enemy that have you saying, is that a get rich quick scheme? You better hope it is. Ain't no other way to get rich but quick, because it takes intelligence to get rich. So you got to get rich quick. Ain't no other way to get rich. So what's the opposite of get rich or get rich quick scheme? A stay broke slow job, a stay broke slow scheme. That's the opposite then, right? Stay broke for generations and generations and generations to come. That's why we got so much crime going on in our community. Why? Because every generation start at zero. So somebody out of the family got to say that they Joshua, right? They Solomon, they somebody, David, they somebody. I'm going to change the paradigm. I'm Muhammad. I'm Farrakhan. I'm the MacD. I'm changing the paradigm of my family. It's not going to continue to happen. My children are not going to start from zero. They ain't happening. And with the technology out here, with the advancement of this, with all this stuff, all the information at your fingertips to learn anything you want to learn, you ain't even got to go to school. It's just your fingertips. It's just, do you want it? Who gonna make the sacrifice? Well, I'm the sacrifice for my family, right? Yeah, I got out of prison, did 9 years, and I got out and I started a whole new family, whole new principles, morals, everything. Destroyed the old. It's over. It stopped with me. It's done. And my children right now know nothing about it. They'll never experience that. So let me get over here, family, because I don't want to juice y'all no more. If you want to come participate in what we got going on, that's why we got a project going on called Project Exodus 10,000. If you want to participate in that, text text 10K to 727-342-2881. That's 10K to 727. If you want to participate in Project Exodus 10,000. The minister asked for 100 millionaires. Well, I'm gonna bring him 104 on what he asked for. So we 100x in what he asked for. I'm gonna bring him 10,000 millionaires. Yeah. So if you want to learn more about that, if you want to come and be a part of Project Exodus 10,000, we're going to get this money and we're going to start schools. We're going to start hospitals. We're going to start what we need to sustain ourselves, to be self-sufficient. Text 10K to 727-342-2881. That being said, family, we out.